So plants reproduce new plants in three ways. So the first way we have up to discussed the first way, that is reproduction through seeds. So seeds and seeds dispersal. Now the second way of producing new plants is so reproduction through spores. So reproduction through spores. So this is the second way of producing new plants from the plants. So reproduction through spores. So this is the second way of producing new plants by the plants. So some plants does not produce any fruits and seeds. So in those cases, but those plants produces spores. So some plants does not produces flowers and fruits or seeds. So they cannot reproduce new plants with the help of flowers or fruits or seeds. So these type of plants, so some plants produces spores. So by using spores, they can produce new plants. So with the help of spores, they can produce new plants. So examples for these plants which produce new plants from the spores are, the first one is fern. So fern is a plant, and this fern plant, so look at the picture. So the picture is showing a fern plant, and you are observing some spores on the leaves of the fern plant. So that brown colored circular spots are nothing but spores. So if we plant the spores, so if we detach the leaves and plant the spores in the soil, then we will get a new fern plant. So this fern plant does not produce any fruits and seeds. So this fern plant produces spores on their leaves. So when the leaves are detached, and if we plant that leaves in the soil, we can get a new fern plant. So fern plant produces their new plants by using spores. So the next example is lichens. So lichens. So lichens are, so we can observe lichens on the trees. So which are wet during the rainy season. So the algae, fungi will be formed on the stem of the trees, and we will observe some lichens. So it does not contain any leaves or fruits or seeds. So lichens produces a small round shaped spores. So look at the picture. The picture is showing a lichens, and you are observing spores of lichens in the picture. So if you detach that spores and if you plant that spores in the soil, you will get a new lichens. And the third example for the spores is, for the plants is moss. So moss. So this moss plant also produces spores, and it have a small leaves, narrow leaves. So this plant produces also spores, and by using spores, moss plant also produces new plants. So these three are the examples for the plants which can reproduce their new plants from their spores. Because these plants does not produce any fruits and seeds, that's why they will use their spores to produce new plants. Now we will discuss about the third method of reproducing new plants. So the third method is reproduction through body parts. So reproduction through body parts. So through body parts of plants. So this is the third method of producing. So this is the third method of reproducing new plants from their body parts. So that means some plants can reproduce their new plants with the help of their body parts. Like the body parts are like, so the body parts are like the buds, and the second one is leaves, and the third one is roots, and fourth one is stems. So these are the body parts from which the plants can reproduce their new plants. So some plants can reproduce their new plants from their body parts. So the examples for the body parts are like birds. So some plants produce their new plants from their birds, and some plants reproduce their new plants from their leaves, and some plants reproduce their new plants from their roots, and some plants reproduce their new plants from their stems. So first of all, let us discuss about the plants which can reproduce their buds. So let us discuss about the plants which reproduce their new plants from their buds. So example, so the plants which can be reproduced by the buds are, the first one is potato. So potato. So look at the picture of potato. So in the picture you are observing a potato, and the potato having a small buds, a green color buds you are observing in the picture. So if you cut a piece of bud and if you plant that part of bud in the soil, then you will get a new potato plant. And the second example is ginger. So look at the picture. So in the picture is showing a ginger, and you are observing a green color bud produced from the ginger. So if you cut that part of green color bud from the ginger, and if you plant that bud in the soil, then a new ginger plant will be grown up. So some plants can produce their new plants from their buds. So these plants are obtained from their underground stem. So especially the potato and the ginger are obtained from their underground stems. And these stems are very thick and fleshy. So because they store their food. So this potato and ginger are obtained from the underground stems, and these underground stems are thick and fleshy. So because they contain food and they store their food in their stems. And these stems contains a small buds. And if you cut the buds and if you plant the buds in the soil, then you will get a new plants. So these are the examples for the plants which can reproduce their new plants from the buds. And the second one is leaves. Second one is leaves. So some plants reproduce their new plants from their leaves. So the example is bryophyllum. So the example for the plant which can reproduce their new plants from their leaf is bryophyllum. So bryophyllum. So look at the picture. So in the picture you are observing the leaf of a bryophyllum plant. So you are observing the leaf of a bryophyllum plant. So if you observe carefully, the leaf has a small buds around its margin. So if you observe carefully, the picture has, that means the leaf of a bryophyllum plant has a small buds at the edges of the leaf. So if you detach that leaf and if you plant that leaf in the soil, then you will get a new bryophyllum plant. So this is the example for the plant which can reproduce a new plant from their leaves. And the next one is roots. So some plants can reproduce their new plants from their roots. Example, carrot. So look at the picture. So the picture, you are observing a carrot, the root of a carrot, and the carrots are obtained from the roots. And the roots are very thick and fleshy because the roots contain food in it. So because of the food contained it, so it becomes thick. And if you that contains also birds, and if you cut that birds and if you plant that birds in the soil, then you will get a new plant. And another example for is, so second one is sweet potato. So sweet potato plant can also be reproduced from their roots. So just observe the picture. In the picture you are observing a sweet potato root. So the sweet potatoes are grown under the soil in the form of a root. So the sweet potato is nothing but a root. So some plants stores their food in their roots. So that's why the roots becomes flesh and thick. So that thick and fleshy roots are nothing but this carrot and sweet potato. So these roots have some buds, and if you cut the buds and plant the buds in the soil, you will get a new sweet potato plant. So this carrot, sweet potato, and are also examples for the trees which produces their new plants from their roots. And the fourth one is stems. So stems. So some plants reproduce their new plants from their stems. Example for those plants is rose plant. So look at the picture. In the picture you are observing the stems of rose plants. And if you observe carefully, the stems of the rose plants have small buds on it. So if you cut the stems into small pieces, that small pieces are called stem cuttings. Stem cuttings. So these stem cuttings contains buds, small buds. So if you plant these stem cuttings in the soil, you will get a new rose plant. So in the similar way, another example is sugar cane. So look at the picture. In the picture you are observing a sugar cane, which is nothing but a stem. On the stem of this sugar cane, you are observing small buds. And if you cut the stem into pieces having buds, and if the stem is planted in a soil, then you will get a new sugar cane tree. So in this way, some plants can reproduce their new plants from their stem cuttings. That means from their stems. So their stems contains buds, and if you cut their stems into small pieces, those are called stem cuttings. And if the small pieces of stem cuttings are planted in the soil, you will get new plants. So in this way, the plants will reproduce new plants in different ways. So this is about the chapter reproduction in plants.